It's an update, y'all. I got an update for you. I heard from my daughter from boot camp, and when she called me, I just, she has her special ring on my phone. But when I heard that ringtone come across the phone, I like to broke my neck getting to that phone to answer. But once I answered the phone, she sounded like she was crying. And I immediately got mad. My mama instincts kicked in. And I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? She was like, there's so much going on. And I ain't been able to talk to y'all or see y'all in weeks. And I miss y'all and I love y'all. I said, we miss you and we love you too. I said, but just think of the great things that's going to happen for you on this journey. Sometimes I get at a loss for words, but that's rare. But when it comes to my kids, there's no reason with me. So I just told her, I said, Michelle, just think of the life that you're building for yourself. I said, you dry them tears up. I said, them tears is just you transitioning from civilian life to military life. And I said, for some people it's hard. I said, but you got this. Look at all the stuff that you have accomplished already, and you're just 19. I said, you graduated high school a year early, you went to college, and then when you felt like it wasn't for you, you had sense enough to know when it wasn't for you. You finished up that year and a half, and you chose to go to the military. I said, and a lot of people don't have courage to do stuff like that. I didn't. I said, but look at the path that you're on. You're on a strong path. You're on a mighty path. I said, you had enough sense to go out there and build the life, start building the life that you wanted for yourself. I said, so you dry them tears up. I said, it's going to be hard. I said, because you've never been away from home before. But look at look at all the great things that are going to come your way. You're going to see places you've never been able to see. Go do things you never thought you could do. I said, but at the end of the day, you built the life you wanted for yourself. I'm always going to be your mama, and I'm always going to be proud. I said, but no matter how old you get, you still my little girl. And so we just had a good time talking. Good time talking.